Let's leave it here.
No.
Why?
She's doing record readings.
Yeah, but if someone, I want it here so that someone might be enticed. You don't want it? Why? All right. Hello. Okay, so just like usual for these card readings, if you would like a card reading for yourself, just comment your name so that I know that you would like a card reading. Or of course, you can say something else, but that just helps me know that you actually are here for a card reading. Some people want to just come and hang out, and that's cool too. But yeah, we will be pulling cards for those of you who didn't see on the last live. I was showing you guys that we will be doing tonight's card pulls from the Moonology deck. It's one of my favorites. And the giveaway at the end is going to be a mini Moonology deck. So the Moonology deck is these are the pocket edition size, like I was saying earlier. So they don't come with a book. They just come with the QR code on the back that you can scan, and it will take you to where you can find the details for the cards. Okay, perfect. Let's do, I'll start with yours, Caitlyn. And then Rachel, Danielle, Lexi. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Yay. Cool. All right, so we'll do Caitlyn's card first. And Caitlyn just grabbed one of the oracle, the mini oracle ones. So like I was saying on the last live, these are usually $15 Canadian. But on the live this evening, I have a few more mini decks like this. They are $12 Canadian, which is about $10 American. So if someone else would like to grab one of these and have one for themselves, just let me know. We can set one aside for you. Perfect. Okay. So first card will be for Caitlyn. I'm excited to see what comes up this evening. I haven't used this deck in a while, but like I was saying earlier, I felt like it was really fitting because we just had the new moon and we just had our new moon workshop last weekend. I don't think this was the oracle deck that I used on the weekend. No, it wasn't. So yeah, I'm excited to see what comes up this evening. All right, so first card I'm doing is going to be for Caitlyn, and then anyone else that would like one, just comment your name for me so that I know that you would like an oracle reading this evening. And as I was saying earlier, so everyone, I'm pulling one card for everyone. Anyone who would like more than one card drawn for them, we now have the option on our website under live shop where you can go and you can purchase 3 cards for $7.77 Canadian, which is about $5 American, to have a couple of extra cards drawn for you. So if you'd like to do that, you can do that as well. Otherwise, I'm just pulling one card for each person. And so yeah, that is what we're doing for the rest of the evening. I still have the abundance scoop box here too. So if anyone else would like to have an abundance scoop before the evening is over, you can go to our website and you can grab put an order in for one of those as well. As I'm going through the names and I'm doing the oracle readings, if any orders come in for either additional cards to be pulled or for an abundance scoop to be done, then those will take priority and we'll do those before continuing on with the rest of the free readings. But this brings me so much joy to be here and do this with you guys. And I love that you all are choosing to spend a piece of your evening here with me. So that's awesome. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull the first card for Caitlyn this evening. So let's see what we end up with. And the way that I pull my cards is I just ask the universe to give me a specific card with a specific message for the person that I'm drawing for. And the way that that usually will happen is either the card that is meant to be heard or read this evening will jump out of the deck, or it will be super stubborn going back in. I know there's lots of different people that have tons of different like shuffling styles and different ways that they actually pull their cards. So that's just how I do mine. And I always just like to say that I do personalized readings for people too. And I do them a little bit differently than I do them on live. So when I'm doing them live, I'll just read you the message from the book. Just whatever comes up in the book is what we'll hear. But when I do personalized readings for you, if you were to order through my website, say like a 3-card spread or a 5-card spread, I'm not just taking the meanings and the guidance from the book. I actually sit with those cards and I take, I'm a very intuitive person and I read energy very well. So what I will do instead is I will have more of like a downloaded message and I will give you an intuitive message with those cards. I send you photos of the cards that have been pulled for you, and an intuitive message for each, and then also a activity to go along with each card and each message as well. And I put that all together in a nice little PDF format that I email to you. You have a copy of it forever. So that's how my personalized readings go. So these ones are just, a little bit more for fun. We pull a card, we see what the message is in the book. But when I do personalized readings and custom readings for you guys, I do it a little bit differently. But I do require like a little bit more like solitude and that kind of thing to have like the intuitive downloads come through. So I want to be more interactive with you guys, so I don't do that on live with you guys. Maybe I'll be able to do that a little bit better in the future. But yeah, so that's how that works and how those go. And yeah, we're on Caitlyn's card right now, so we shall see what comes up for her and what the message is this evening. I'll just keep making my way through the list of names this evening until about, I think, around 8:45. If we can get all the names done by then, that's when we'll start the giveaway. Woo. Perfect. Okay, so we had 2 pop out, and sometimes I just feel like they fit together, so I will go with that. So the first card, though, that came out it's the new moon, which is really fitting because Caitlyn was in my new moon workshop on the weekend too. So it says, The card is new moon, and it's not any specific new moon, it's just new moon. And it says a new start is coming. And then the second card is prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. So that was actually a card that I pulled earlier today. Not sure if anyone saw that, or actually I think I forgot to post it. But this card actually came up for me earlier today. So since you have that deck, you'll know like what that card is about, but I'm going to read you this one. A new start is coming, and it's the new moon. So let's see what it says. Okay. So this one is for Caitlyn. It says, there is a yes coming your way. This is one of the most auspicious cards in the deck. It's totally positive and suggests something new and exciting is developing. The situation you're asking about is blessed, and you are on target to achieve your goals. The message from the universe is that you're starting all over again in some way, be that on a new or better course, or just feeling more positive about achieving your desired outcome. If you've been feeling stagnant, this card reminds you that life goes in cycles and you're moving into a new cycle now. This is the time to wipe the slate clean. If the situation you asked about has become toxic, either that will clear up now or something totally new and fresh is on its way. So, as it said, this card is entirely positive and there are amazing things coming your way, and just stay open to that and what that could look like for you, and just embrace those opportunities that are coming forth and the connections that you're making, and just embrace all of that good energy that is coming forth for you. That is super exciting. So that was the card for Caitlyn. And let's see, who do we have next? Rachel. So the next card will be for Rachel. Hello again, Rachel. Thank you for hanging out with me on all my lives. I appreciate it. I love you guys. So next card for Rachel. Let's see what we get. Woo! This one did a flip. Okay. So for Rachel, it says meditate and contemplate. It's the new moon in Pisces. So you can see that there. So again, another new moon, and Rachel was in my new moon workshop too. So this is interesting. Let's see what it has to say for the new moon in Pisces. It says, oh, it's at the end. There it is. Okay, so for Rachel, it says, this card speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry. So that's the Pisces energy. It suggests that there's a new start coming your way that's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment if that's what you've had before and that's what you're expecting. However, if you're onto a good thing, then wish hard, because the words of your soul and your heart could help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. If all that sounds a little wet and watery, then that's Pisces for you. This is the last sign of the zodiac, and the new moon in Pisces card can suggest a last-ditch chance to make your dreams come true. Cool. It suggests that a new start is coming your way. Interesting. Okay, so this is also almost kind of similar. I think like this is all about the new moon energy. Like I said, when we were setting our intentions on Sunday, the new moon is about setting your intentions, moving forwards, and just like bringing in your manifestations and becoming like really clear on what those manifestations are. And so yeah, that says this, it suggests there's a new start coming your way. And it also says this is a chance to make your dreams come true. So any opportunities coming your way, any good energy, just soak it in and embrace it. It is meant for you, and just trust that. And just allow yourself to receive that. Cool. So that was for Rachel. And next we have Danielle. Yes, this is a beautiful deck. Beautiful images on this deck. I love it. Okay, so for Danielle, let's see what comes up this evening. Woo! See, this is how I know that this is the card, is because it just pops out of the deck. That's my sign. That's what I asked the universe to do, is just make one card pop out of the deck, and that's how I know that it's the right one. So this one is for Danielle, and it is a balsamic moon. I'm not familiar with what that means, so we will read about it together. And it says, a time for healing. So this is the card here. You can see that. So it's really pretty purple. And like colors, they all have energy too, right? So we always get like the energy that we're meant to. So yeah, that one, this one is for Danielle. And it says, let's see here. Okay. It says, pulling this card suggests that the past is in the past and a bright future is beckoning. However, before you take your next step, make sure that both you and the situation feel healed. This is not the time to paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal and to soothe both yourself and anyone else in need. Then remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe it. This is also a time to surrender and wait to hear guidance from the universe. This is your guidance from the universe. Powerful insights can be had. If you know that someone or something really isn't good for you, this card is a reminder to surrender. Start to work on your belief in your dreams so you're ready when the time comes. So this one was for Danielle, and it says, this is a reminder to yourself that anything is possible if you believe it. And maybe you might need a little bit more time to heal. Yeah, this is a good card. And it has said in here multiple times to remember to just surrender, like accept things for what they are, accept the situation, accept, where you're at for what it is, and just move forwards. It says this is also a time to surrender again and wait to hear guidance from the universe. So if you have any signs that are coming to you now, listen to those and trust that those are signs for you to hear, and they are meant for you, and they are, giving you good guidance. So trust that. Okay, so this one was for Danielle. And also, I'll just remind you guys, I stay up at the top of the comments where you guys have put your names so that I am always reading the names off in order. So I won't usually see your comments until later on. So if I'm not responding to your comments, that is why. I just want to make sure I don't lose my place in the name so that everyone receives their message for the evening. And again, if anyone missed from earlier, we still have the bin for abundance scoops here. So if anyone would like a scoop from the bin this evening, we have tons of crystals and goodies in here. You can just put your order through on our website. We'll get the notification pretty much immediately. And then we will be able to do that with you guys this evening too, if anyone else is interested. And I also have, if you notice me kind of looking back and forth, we have Instagram live here and we have YouTube over here. So we have a couple of different screens going. But yeah, so that one was for Danielle, a beautiful message, a beautiful reminder. And next one will be for Lexi. So there we go. Next card is for Lexi. We'll see what comes up. Okay. That was too many. Oh, there it is. Okay, so for Lexi, we got a full moon eclipse, and it says conclusions are within reach. So this is for Lexi here. All right, let's see what it says. Full moon eclipse. Where do we find this one? For anyone else that has this deck, sometimes I find it a little bit challenging to find the actual meanings for the cards. You have to kind of go searching a little bit. I keep saying that when I make my oracle deck, I'm going to have all the cards numbered so that you know exactly which page to flip to. So it's like super easy to find your meaning. Because with this one, it goes by the phases of the moon rather than like in alphabetical order like some of them. So I got lucky and I flipped to the right page now. So this one's for Lexi. It says full moon eclipse. And just like that, a door slams shut. If you've pulled this card, it suggests that the situation you're asking about is about to reach a peak or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you're experiencing now is what your soul signed up for. A way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of something or someone, know that it's the right time, as hard as it might be. Forgiving someone for what they did could be key to resolving the situation in a positive way. It doesn't make right what they did, but it releases it so you can move on. So basically what this card is saying is that like if you have anyone in your life right now that you just feel is not a good fit, they're not really, serving your life positively anymore. It doesn't even have to be a person. It can just be, things in your life. Right now is a really good time to release them because you are ready to go through. It says conclusions are within reach. And it says what you're experiencing now is what your soul signed up for, a way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. Literally everything we go through in our lives is purposeful. There's a meaning and a reason behind all of it. Whatever the situation is that you're going through or anyone here is going through, once you get to the other side, once the obstacle has been overcome, you will be able to look back and you'll be able to see the bigger picture and realize what it was that you were meant to learn from the situation, how you became stronger, how you became more confident in yourself. Like whatever the case may be, there's a purpose behind it all. So that's kind of what this card is saying, which is a nice reminder for us all. So that one was for Lexi. And then next card will be for Natasha. Let's see. Okay, next card is for Natasha. Let's see. Ooh, there it is. I love when they just fall out like that. That's what they're supposed to do. Okay, so this one is for Natasha. It says a win-win outcome is forecast, and it's a full moon in Libra. You can see that. So full moon in Libra. This is for Natasha. And what does it say? Here it is. The full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are not about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests, since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is somehow changing, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason and sometimes just for a season. Again, one of those, just like the last card, not only do the things we go through and the experiences we have, are they always like meaningful and purposeful, but so are the people that come into our lives. And sometimes they're meant to be in our lives for a short period of time and teach us something. Sometimes they're meant to be in our lives for a little bit longer and you continue to learn together. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time, so try not to fight it. This card can also refer to a professional relationship. There is a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. Doing so might be the answer to your question. Yeah, so that one was for Natasha. And yeah, just always remember, like I was just saying, with situations, with both situations and people, every interaction, every experience we have, it's all meaningful. It's all meant to help ourselves evolve and grow as people. And so to always just kind of like surrender to what is happening, accept what is. If something is not working in your life, don't try to fight it. Just accept that. And once you surrender and you accept what is, then you will be able to embrace what is meant for you and what is still coming for you and what is on its way to you. Because sometimes we have to release certain people and certain things in order to open up space energetically and in our lives for something that might be a little bit better. And it doesn't have to be a person either. It can be, space in your home, letting go and releasing things that no longer, maybe you don't use these things anymore and you need a little bit more space in your home, and you clear that space and now you have a new beautiful statement piece or something, So just letting go of that energy and being okay with that and accepting that for what it is. Okay. Next card is going to be for Tori. Okay, let's see what comes up for Tori this evening. Hold on. I'm going to grab a sip of water. All right. Okay, so this is Tori's card pull this evening. So let's see what we get for Tori. Oh, there it is. Okay, so for Tori, we got confidence is your key to success. And it is the new moon in Leo. I love this card. I love the image on it. So let's see what this says for you. So confidence is key to your success. Sounds like you need to just, know your worth, stand in your power, and see what that means for you. Or see what that brings to you. Let me see. New moon in Leo.
3 cards.
3 cards. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this one here, so new moon in Leo, this card is for Tori. And then we just received an order for 3 cards for Lexi. So because she made the order and she placed that order on our website for the 3 cards, we'll read hers next, and then I'll continue going on through the list here as well. So we're still on Tori's card though. So for Tori, it says confidence is your key to success. It says this card heralds the start of a new cycle for you. So yeah, there's been a lot of new moon cards that have come up so far, and each one says something about a new cycle. And something that I always say is that the people who are in this live with me each time, I feel like we all have like very similar energy. We're all on very similar journeys, and the messages that come up are like relative for almost like most of us. And I always feel like we're always in the right place at the right time and hearing the right messages. And so the fact that a lot of the people this evening so far are getting the new moon cards and like starting new cycles and all that is really not surprising to me. I feel that, everyone that's here is definitely meant to be here and hear these messages. So it says, this card heralds the start of a new cycle for you. When you're going to look and feel more gorgeous, more in the spotlight, more like you have something worth showing off. If you want someone's attention, this card says it's coming. However, this may not happen all by itself. You have to be willing to do your bit. That means being proud of who you are and what you have to offer. Think of yourself as the king or queen of the jungle and carry yourself accordingly. This card is also a great omen if you're asking about a creative project you're working on. Alternatively, it can herald good news or a new start for your children. So yeah, this card is basically saying own your power, be proud of who you are, know your worth. And something that really clicked for me recently is we get to choose our worthiness, like literally by the second. You can choose any moment of any day that I'm worthy of a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And you do that by showing up and being confident. I'm going to be a little bit more confident today, and a little bit more and a little bit more. And I'm not going to hide anymore. And I'm going to share my light, and I'm going to share my voice, and I'm going to show up, and I'm going to embrace who I am. I'm going to be the main character of my story because this is my life to live, and I get to do that. And you get to choose that. You get to choose to show up and be that person and really let your light shine. Like that is your choice. That is your choice to make for yourself. But this card is giving you so much encouragement to do that and not to be afraid of everything that you are and everything that you have to offer. So yeah, step into your power and just see what happens. Things will start to shift. Things do start to shift really quickly when we start believing in ourselves and our worth, and we, step into that new confidence. So yeah, that's really exciting. Really great message. Literally, this message is for everyone. Like, this card was for Tori in specific, but this message is for everyone. Embrace yourself, embrace your worth, and just be the most confident version of yourself, and watch how fast everything around you shifts for the better. When you step into your power and you embrace who you are, boom, you're living a whole new life. I'm telling you. Okay, so that one was for Tori. And like I said, we just had a order come through for 3 cards for Lexi. So Lexi's cards I'm going to pull next. And then after Lexi's 3 cards, then I'll be pulling for Rebecca. So let's see. Let me just make sure before I go ahead that Lexi is here. I can actually reach my phone this evening, so this is good. Okay, Earth to Lexi. Yes, I see her in here. Okay, Lexi, we're pulling your cards now. So 3 for Lexi. Let's see what comes up. Let's see what we got. It's really deciding what it wants to show tonight for Lexi. It's not just 1 card, it's 3. What is it going to give us? Let's see. Oh, that was 1. That was definitely 1. It was about to fall out before I grabbed it. So that's our first. Oh, this one. That one was stubborn going back into the deck. As I said earlier, if it falls out of the deck or if it's stubborn going back in, that's how I know. I think this last one will fall out. Let's see. Oh yeah, it did a flip. Okay, we have our 3 cards for Lexi. So Lexi went onto our website, and so I'm doing 1 card pulls for everyone here. Lexi went onto our website and she chose to grab 3 cards this evening. And so anyone else can do that too. If you'd like more than 1 message read for you this evening, you can go to the website. You can purchase 3 cards for you. We'll get the order pretty much immediately. And then I can read 3 cards for you this evening rather than 1. So anyone can do that. So this is the 3 for Lexi. So the very first one that came up was the big, beautiful full moon. It says surrender to the divine. So that's our first card of the evening. I'll show you all 3 cards before we read them. And then the second card that came up was the fixed moon. And it says, hold your vision. You can see that there. It's a really beautiful photo, actually, or image. And then the last one is, it says, take time to breathe. And you can kind of just barely see the moon there. So these are the 3 cards for Lexi, and I'm going to read each one of them to you. So the first one, we'll start with the first one, surrender to the divine. I'm really excited to hear the meaning of this one. So this one is not in any of the zodiac signs. It's just the big, beautiful full moon. I was born on a full moon in Gemini, so I love the full moon. I love full moon energy. I just did a new moon workshop on the weekend, and I have another new moon workshop booked for the end of, what month is this now? February. There's another new moon workshop up on the website for the end of February. If anyone wants to be there for it, it's going to be amazing. And then I think next week or next month, I think I'm going to start doing the full moon workshops as well. But for this month, we're doing the new moon workshops. So for this one, we have, so for Lexi, the first card is surrender to the divine, and it's the full moon. So let me just find it here. Okay, here we are. Here's the first card. It says, the very word climax brings all sorts of ideas and images to mind. But it really is the feeling of this card. Life is coming to a head, a point, a conclusion, or a turning point. There may be some kind of change and possibly even some sort of emotional explosion. Tune into your emotions now and see what they're telling you. They're very likely close to the surface. No matter when in the moon cycle you've pulled this card, or it says they're very likely close to the surface no matter when in the moon cycle you've pulled this card. So even though this card is a full moon card and we're not at the full moon yet, it's saying that this is coming to the surface now anyways. And it says matters will soon conclude and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. The odds are in your favor as this is a positive card, but you may need to work harder than usual to keep cool as events unfold. So this is a really positive card for you. It says the odds are in your favor. And at the very beginning, what it first says is the very word climax brings all sorts of ideas and images to mind, but it really is the feeling of this card. Life is coming to a head, a point or conclusion, or a turning point. There may be some kind of change and even some sort of emotional explosion. So tune into your emotions right now. Tune into your emotions, see how you're feeling with what's happening in your life right now, and take notice of how things may be changing and how things may be like a little bit different than usual. Maybe you have some new opportunities that you're either going through or experiencing now or will be soon. And let's see. It says, matters will soon conclude, and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. So you're going to have some answers soon as well. So that was the first card for Lexi. So first of the three. And okay, after Lexi, we have another order for 3 cards as well. So after Lexi's cards will be Alana's cards next. So she also ordered a 3-card reading as well. So that's beautiful. I'll finish Lexi's cards and then we'll move on to Alana's as well. So that was the first card for Lexi. And then the second one was Hold Your Vision. Okay, so things might be coming to a conclusion. Some things might be changing here. There might be some new opportunities. And now we need to hold the vision. So let's see what that means for you. So this is the fixed moon. There it is. It says, okay, so for this card, it says there are 2 main possibilities. It says the first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in, or the second, which can be quite different, is interpretation that something is stuck. So take whichever meaning makes the most sense for you. It says that could be, that could well be referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that events move forwards. So first card was about surrendering to the divine and the changes and the opportunities that are coming now. And this one is talking about how can we grease the wheels to move forwards. And it's asking, are you being stubborn right now? If so, that's great, because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in. So if you want change, let go and embrace the changes and the opportunities that are coming for you. And then it says, with 2 interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. Okay, so we might have some changes coming through, and your stubbornness will either make or break the situation. So this is a good time to reflect on the situations and decide truly what is going to be best for you. And it says, faith and patience are needed right now. And it says, just say the word a lot. Yes. It says, yes, just say the word a lot and see how it feels. So this is like an activity you can do. Just say yes to as many opportunities as you can. See how it feels and see what happens and see what comes up and see how that helps to grease the wheels to move forwards in these opportunities that are coming for you. So yeah, that's a really good sign as well. So that was the second card. So first was surrender to the divine. 2 was hold your vision. So whatever it is that you see or you want to happen, stand in that. Stand in your power and see how that feels. And say yes to new opportunities. Last one is take time to breathe out. Yeah, take time to breathe out. Your breath is your life force. Your breath, oxygen is what keeps us alive. It's really, really important. So our breath is so important, which is why like meditation and breath work can be huge for us. When we really like tune into our breath and pay attention to that. Okay, let me just find this card. They're a little bit, they're not numbered and they're not in alphabetical order. It's either at the front or the back, and I'm not sure. Next week, I'm going to have this set up a little bit differently so I can see your comments at the same time. This week, I just want to make sure I stay, must be at the beginning of the book. I want to stay where the names are so I don't miss anyone's names. But next week, I think I'm going to have another phone set up here so I can see your comments at the same time. Okay, so last card for Lexi, I found it here. It says, the intensity of the full moon has abated, and what are we left with? That's what this card is asking you. It suggests that the situation you're asking about has now peaked, and it's time for you to regroup and learn from your experiences rather than blindly forging ahead. Have faith that what is happening is for the best. Try to accept the way things are now and give yourself and others time out to relax. Breathe. We can't be on all the time. If you feel you've hit an obstacle or even failed in some way, now's the time to reflect on how to do things differently next time. Be honest with yourself if you feel bad about your current situation, and then remind yourself that life goes in cycles. So again, this is another card talking about reflection. So reflecting on where you're at, what your situations currently look like right now, and who you are and who you're showing up as. Those are the things that you should be reflecting on right now is what are you going through and who are you showing up as in these situations, and what could you do a little bit differently to show up in a better light, but taking that time to relax and really give yourself that time to do that reflection. And then there's a little affirmation. It says, I am where I am, and that's okay. Yeah. So that was the 3 cards for Lexi. So surrender to the divine, hold your vision, and take time to breathe out. So surrender to what is, hold on to the vision of what you want to see happen, and take time to just relax and reflect on where you are right now and how you can move forwards in the best way. So those were the 3 cards for Lexi. So beautiful reading. I think it flowed together really nicely. So that was for Lexi. And then the next 3 cards I'm going to pull are going to be for Elena. Hi, Elena. Thank you for being here with me this evening. I'm going to pull the 3 cards for Elena, and then the next cards, unless we get another order for 3 cards coming in again, then the next card I pull will be for Rebecca. So I'm going to put these off to the side. I'm just going to make sure that Elena's here for her reading. Perfect. Yes, she is here. All right. So yeah, the next 3 cards, these are for Elena. And like I was saying, maybe if someone's here that missed it before, I'm doing 1 card pulls for everyone that's here like I always do and will continue to do. But if anyone wants a little bit more depth to a reading and would like a couple of extra cards pulled, you can go onto our website and you can order 3 cards pulled for you. And I will do those as the cards or as the orders come in. And then in between, I will just continue making my way through the list of names that we have here as well. So these 3 cards are for Elena. Oh, thank you. Okay. Okay, I can't see any of your names from or your comments from before, but I can now see your current comments. So that'll be nice moving forwards. It's a little bit confusing seeing myself on the screen down here, actually. Now I can see myself on 3 separate screens. Okay, anyways, we are moving forwards with Elena's 3 cards. And yeah, if anyone else wants a 3-card reading, like I was saying, you can grab one of those and order one of those on our website. But yeah, okay, Elena's cards. Let's see what comes up for her this evening. Oh, there's one. There's our first one. Oh, cool. Okay, we got our first card. It looks like a good one. Let's see what comes up next. Oh, that one went flying. Oh, I can't reach it. There we go. Okay, we got the second one. Oh no. My phone is dying. It needs to be plugged in. Sorry, my phone is dying. I'm going to get it plugged in here so I don't lose you guys. There we go. Okay, now we should be good. Oh. There. Now we should be good. Okay, so we got our first 2 cards for Elena. And now we're just waiting on the... Oh. There we go. Okay, perfect. I knew someone else was supposed to get this card. So I'll show you all 3 cards. These are for Elena. I'll show you all 3, but this is the last one that just came up, and it is New Moon in Taurus, another new moon card. And it says prosperity lies ahead. So this card came flying out of the deck earlier. It was one of the very first cards. So actually, I pulled this card for myself earlier today when I did a little card pull for myself. This is the card that I got. And then Caitlyn got this card right at the beginning. 2 of them came out. I read one of the cards, and she has this deck at home, so she either knows or can see the meaning of this card at home too. But I was like, you know what? I really feel like someone else in here this evening is meant to have this card. So I'm going to put it back in the deck and just see if it comes up again. And sure enough, here it is. So this is a great card to receive, obviously. But the very first card that came up for Elena was Show the World the Real You. And it's full moon in Aquarius. We also just moved into Aquarius season, or we're in Aquarius season right now, which is cool. So we'll see what this card has to say. And then the second card was another new moon card, which Elena signed up for the new moon workshop as well. So I'm, again, not surprised that she received a new moon card too. So work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. And a second new moon card, prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. So those are the 3 cards that Elena got. So I'll go from the order that they were pulled. So Show the World the Real You, full moon in Aquarius is first. And let's see what it says. Aquarius, where are you? Also, I'm always curious to know like what signs we actually have in these lives. Like I'm a Sagittarius and my rising sign is also Sagittarius, but then my moon is Gemini. And I always like to know like what everyone else is too, because I'm always like, oh yeah, like I can see that. So if you guys want to share what your signs are in the comments, I'm always curious to know like who is the same. I remember one of the lives we did not too long ago. I think there was like 10 Virgos, and then we had like 1 Pisces, and then me a Sagittarius or something like that. And this week we've received like multiple mystery box orders where you select your zodiac sign for the mystery box so that I can personalize it for you. And we probably had about another 10 Virgos come up this week. So that was really cool. Lots of Virgo energy. So yeah, if you guys want to comment what your zodiac signs are in the meantime while we're reading these messages, go ahead. I always like looking through afterwards and just kind of seeing. But yeah, so for Elena, the very first card is Show the World the Real You, full moon in Aquarius. And I still haven't found it yet. Where is it here? Capricorn, Aquarius. Okay, here it is. Aquarius is all about progress, and it says, so this is a time to move forwards. The new moon in Aquarius card means no looking back. Change is on its way. No, I'm reading you the new moon in Aquarius, but you got the full moon in Aquarius, so give me a second. I'm glad I caught that. And it's right here. Oh, no, it's not. That was Aries. Same energy, though, the Aquarius energy. Okay, here. So full moon in Aquarius. This card brings the message from the cosmos that you need to detach a little from whatever situation you're asking about. Someone might be keeping you at arm's length now, but it's no bad thing. It's important for you to allow life to unfold and progress. So again, same message. We're talking about progression. Even if change seems like a frightening prospect, if you've been holding yourself back from showing the world the real you, this card reminds you that your unique characteristics are what makes you special. In a relationship, you are being too aloof. In a relationship, are you being too aloof or detached? Go ahead and be yourself in whatever is coming up for you. So in the new moon workshop on Sunday, I was talking about how this Aquarius new moon and the energy is all about uniqueness and being proud of who you are, and that message seems to be coming up a lot this evening. So I know a lot of people here are meant to hear this, like, own your power, own who you are and your own uniqueness, like just embrace that. And like it's saying, Aquarius is all about progression, so moving forwards and just really, like, becoming clear on where you want to go and what you want to do. And it says that if someone's keeping you at an arm's length, it's not a bad thing. It says it's important for you to allow life to unfold and progress. So just embracing what is happening, accepting where you are and the situations for what they are right now. Again, surrendering to the divine and the plan of the universe, and just moving forwards with what's coming at you. So yeah, that is the first card. So Aquarius, own who you are and embrace your uniqueness and all that good stuff. I'll also show you. So you got the prosperity card as the third card, and also the number on this page is 88. So 8 is, you might not be able to see it, but it's 88. And 8 is the number of, it's the number of karma, but it's also the number of money and business and like that kind of stuff. So you got 88 and a prosperity card. So that is good news. All right, let's see. So that was the first one, full moon in Aquarius. These cards are for Elena. And then the second one is work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. And I'm in the new moon section here. So we have the right card. Scorpio, where is Scorpio? Okay, here it is. Work through your fears. This card suggests a rebirth, which is very fitting to what we were just talking about, like making that progress forwards and embracing yourself and your uniqueness, because once you stand in your light and your confidence and you do embrace who you are, that's exactly what happens, is a whole rebirth, and your life shifts so much. So it says, think of your situation as the phoenix that's rising from the ashes, as the birth, death, rebirth paradigm. That's what Scorpio energy is all about. Whatever you've been through, there's a new start ahead. It might be a little dark. It almost certainly won't be rainbows and unicorns, but it will be deep and transforming. This card also suggests that if you know you are magical, then this is the time to work your magic. And your magic is your uniqueness. It is embracing everything that you are and loving yourself for who you are. And so that is your magic. It can also herald the start of a sexier time if you've been experiencing something of a drought and emotional intimacy. Oh, it says emotional intimacy is also on the menu. Scorpio is the sign that likes to go deep into the body, mind, and spirit. So when this card comes up, there's nothing superficial about what's coming your way. So these are really good messages. I feel like they're flowing together really well too. Aquarius, all about, your uniqueness and owning that. And what is coming your way it is meant for you. And you are going to evolve in the best way. All right, next card. So third card. Oops. Prosperity lies ahead. So obviously this card it just has good energy with it. Like look at the green around the bowl. Taurus is always about money and lots of other things like grounding and like nature and stuff, but it's a really positive sign for money too. So let's see. New moon in Taurus. What do we have for this message? Here it is. Okay, so last card for Elena. It says this card will often come up when you're inquiring about a financial matter or when you're doubting your self-worth. Okay, we're talking about self-worth again. So do not doubt your self-worth. This is how you're going to progress and move forward, is by embracing yourself and knowing your worth. The card suggests you have what you want, including material things, but you must believe in yourself. This comes down to the laws of attraction. Value yourself and others will value you too. You can create abundance. Taurus is associated with luxurious Venus, and this card holds the new moon energy. So this is a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. This card can also signal the start of a new relationship or of sexier times. That was on the last card too. If you've been wrestling with something for a long time, the new moon in sturdy Taurus is a sign not to give up just yet. So basically, you got the card of progress, you got the card of working through your fears, and now this card is talking about knowing your worth and not to give up. So whatever it is that you have going on, embrace yourself, love yourself, show up for yourself, and keep making that progress forward, and the prosperity will come. So just own your confidence and your uniqueness, and everything is already on its way to you. So yeah, this was for Elena. So those were the 3 cards for Elena. Show the world the real you, work through your fears, and prosperity lies ahead. So those were for Elena. Beautiful, beautiful messages that came through, I think. And I feel like they all flow together really well too. I feel like the biggest takeaway from these cards is just to believe in yourself. And that is something that I really help with in my Align with Abundance workshop, which I do have spots available for this month still, is helping you stand in your power and really embracing yourself and becoming truly realizing just how worthy you are. And we are all infinitely worthy. We are all so incredibly powerful, way more than we even realize. And so this is the kind of stuff that I help people with in my Align with Abundance workshop, and which is a 6-week one-on-one workshop with me, where we start out with a week of awareness. Where are you right now? Week 2 is about shifting the narrative, shifting your energy, shifting your beliefs. Week 3 is all about becoming like really anchored into your new beliefs. We're creating new beliefs so that you can stand in your power and you can recognize your worth and move forwards with that. Week 3 is all about Week 3, the belief is all about believing, but also loving yourself. It's also about self-love as well. Week 4 is all about your money mindset, your relationship with money, and just your energetics involving money. Week 5 is all about becoming that next version of yourself, making a plan of how you get to that next version of yourself and becoming really clear on that. And then week 6 is all about reflection. So that's the last time that we meet together. It's all about reflecting on the last 6 weeks and everything that we've come through together. And then I send you off on your way. And that's what my Align with Abundance workshop is all about. And truly you come out on the other end transformed and, you know, so much more ready to stand in your confidence and embrace who you are and show that to the world. So that is what my Align with Abundance workshop is all about, which it came to me as like an intuitive download, and I was like, I don't know where this came from, but I feel really good and confident about it. And I have to put this together because I know that there are people out there that could use this workshop and would really benefit from working with me. And I can tell you guys I'm fun to work with. So if anyone has any questions about the Align with Abundance workshop, it is on my website. You can find it on there, but you can always message me about it too. I just felt like with all the energy that's coming through this evening of standing in your power and embracing yourself and moving forwards, I just felt that there was someone that likely would benefit from hearing about this workshop that I do. So I just felt like I should share a little bit of that. But yeah, we just completed our 3-card reading for Lexi, and then we just completed a 3-card reading for Elena. If anyone else would like a 3-card reading rather than a 1-card reading, you can order those on our website still. But for the next card, Rebecca, if I'm going to check and make sure she's still here. But if she is, next card will be for Rebecca. Let's see. Perfect. Okay. Rebecca's still here. So Rebecca Ross, we're doing your card next. So let's see what comes up for you. And then we'll continue moving through the names of everyone here. We are at 8 o'clock, but I'm just going to keep reading the cards for you guys. I feel good to keep going. I don't feel tired or anything like that. I'm really enjoying this, and I'm really enjoying hanging out with you guys. So I'm going to keep doing all the cards. And once we get to the end of the names, that's when we'll do the giveaway. So for those of you who aren't aware of what the giveaway item is for this evening, I am using, so for the cards themselves, the readings that I'm doing, it's from the Moonology deck. And the giveaway item is a mini version of this deck. So as you can see, this is the size of the regular deck, and this is the mini version here. So there's no book that comes with this deck, as I was saying earlier. There's a QR code on the back, and this is what you use to find the meaning of your card. So this is what the giveaway item for this evening will be, for those of you who maybe didn't hear that earlier. So the cards that I'm reading from tonight, a mini version, is the giveaway item at the end of the evening. But yeah, let's go ahead and draw a card for Rebecca. See what comes up for her. Woo! This one just did a flip. Let's see what it says. Cool. Okay, so this one's for Rebecca Ross. It says balance, spirituality, and practicality. And it's the full moon in Pisces. This is a beautiful card. Look at the colors of the moon. That's so pretty. Okay, so this one's for Rebecca. And let me see what it says. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. So that's like Pisces energy for sure. Full moon. Full moon in Pisces. Also, if you guys don't already know if like you were like which phase of the moon you were born on, you can Google it. You can Google your birthday and see what phase of the moon you were born on. I Googled it. So December 7th, the year I was born, was a 100% illuminated full moon in Gemini. And so you can then research what that means for you too. If you're born on a full moon, you can research what that means for you. If you're born on a new moon, you can research what that means for you. There's like meanings for all the different moon phases for like when you've been born. So if you guys don't know what moon phase you were born on, you can always Google that. It's really interesting to find out and see what that means. And it's, for me, it made a lot of sense. And it yeah, I really enjoy finding out stuff like that. It's just kind of like human design. Like literally the moment we were born, the time we were born, where the stars are in the sky, the sun is in the sky, like everything. When you look it up, it always blows me away how accurate it is. So just another cool thing to do if you haven't looked into that already. Why can't I find? Oh, here it is. Oh no. Full moon in Pisces. Where are you? The Pisces season is coming up next. Here it is. Okay. Yeah. So we're in Aquarius season right now, and we'll be moving into Pisces season like about halfway through the month. So it says, so this one's for Rebecca. Balance spirituality and practicality. Have you been so head in the clouds that you've lost touch with reality? If so, take this card as a sign that you need to pay attention and make a concerted effort to move towards your goals. The more practical steps you can take, the better. It's time to find an inner balance between your responsibilities and your dreams. Meditate on your question, and the solutions to your issue may now come through very clearly. If you're in a tricky situation because you've been acting the martyr, this card will be a message from the cosmos to drop the act for everyone's sake. Okay, what it's saying here is meditate. So if you have a question about where you are or what you're going through at this moment in time, it's saying to meditate on your question, and the solutions to your issue will come through very clearly. So if there's a specific question, if there's something that you are wanting answers to right now, you are being encouraged to sit in meditation. And if that's not something that you do regularly, practice it as much as you can, as often as you can. Meditation is a practice, literally like everything else in life. Everything is a practice in life. But yeah, if you are looking for certain questions to certain things right now, there is not a person on this earth that can tell you better as to what you need to do than yourself. And when you sit in solitude and you allow those messages to come to you without the influence of anyone else or anyone else's opinions, those can be really, really helpful. There's so many throughout our lives, we receive so many opinions, judgment, criticism, like, all sorts of things from so many people, but really truly no one has the truest answers except for yourself, for your life and for what you need to do. So yeah, if you don't already practice meditation routinely, this card is encouraging you to do so that those answers can come to you on their own, and to not seek answers from others because you already know everything that's best for you. It also says, it says, follow your intuition. It won't let you down. So again, just a confirmation of that. Yeah. It says, meditate every day and see what comes to you. Answers will come, is what it says. So yeah, that was for Rebecca. So meditation. And you know what? This isn't just for Rebecca. This is for all of us as a reminder. Like, the messages that we receive in meditation, they may not come easily at first if it's not something that we're used to doing. Again, like I said, it's a practice, but this is how we can find so many answers to what we're going through without having to seek answers and opinions from others. Yes, that can be helpful, but no one can understand your experiences and your situations quite like you, who, you're the only one that can experience your reality from your perspective. So something just to keep in mind. All right. Okay, I'm going to just read a few of our messages and then I will move on to the next card. So next card, if Ashley is here, it will be for her. Yes, Ashley's here. So next card will be for Ashley. I just want to read a few comments here. Because we got another phone set up here, which is nice. It's okay, Natasha said, how much is the workshop? So the workshop right now, it is $777. However, anyone who wants to sign up for the workshop who is on a live with us gets 15% off. So that goes for like items and products too. Pretty much when we're on a live, it's not necessarily going to be 15% off, but everything is on sale. But yeah, for the website or for the workshop, it's 15% off, and there's a code on the the first page of our website, our homepage, with a code on it that you can use for that. So yeah, that's the workshop. It's $777, but that's for 6 weeks of one-on-one, 1-hour Zooms with me. Each week we meet, we have a great time. At the end of the Zoom, I will email you over a workbook package for the week. We meet the next week, we go over the workbook for that week. We touch on the next topics and so on and so forth. Also, when you first sign up, you receive an abundance box in the mail from me as well. So typically you will receive that, if not before your first session with me, right away in the beginning. And then I also email you a package of abundance resources at the beginning as well, which basically has all my favorite books in it, all my favorite podcasts, all my favorite like audiobooks and meditations, and they're all linked so you can like click them and it'll take you right there. My favorite affirmations. I send you a whole package of stuff like that as well. So you get the abundance package, you get the abundance box, you get 6 weeks of one-on-one 1-hour sessions with me, and then weekly homework packages as well, all the way up to the very end. Also, I'm in communication with you every morning too. I send all of the people that I'm working with a quick little, either it's up to you, email or text. First thing in the morning, I send you a abundance affirmation every morning while we're working together. And then with that, you just respond with something you're grateful for and an intention that you have for your day, so that every day we're in communication. It keeps you accountable and moving forwards and progressing in the best ways possible. When you start your day with a positive intention, it can literally change the whole rest of your day. So I make sure to be sending you a quick little affirmation each morning that you can say to yourself, and then your responsibility is just to, respond with those couple of little things. It gets you thinking about what you're grateful for and what your intentions are, and then it also just helps, it gets you in the habit of doing that regularly, so that after the workshop, that's what you're accustomed to doing already, and that will help shift amazing things for you too. So that's what most of the workshop is about. And then let's see. Yeah, so that's the price of the workshop. If anyone has questions about it, like more detailed questions, you can always message me after the live too. I'm always happy to answer your questions, and there's no obligation. If you're ready to go and you want to do it, amazing. I'm happy and excited to work with you. If you just have questions, but you need a little bit more time to think on it, that's cool too. There's never any obligation. I'm just happy to answer your questions. Let's see, what else do we have here? We have, Sansi is a Virgo, Bonnie is a Capricorn, Michelle is a Sagittarius, we have a Gemini, Elena's a Leo, Lexi's daughter is Sagittarius, cool. Brianna's Pisces, we have another Sagittarius. Oh, yay, we have a few Sagittarius tonight. That's awesome. I don't see many other people who are Sagittarius that often, so I always get excited because I love Sagittarius energy, obviously. Let's see. Yeah, Virgo. Rachel's Virgo. Is that a dress? Yes, this is a dress. I cannot remember where I got it from at the moment. I'll think on that. No. Yay. Yeah, I'm so glad to have you guys here this evening and to be able to, spend this time and this energy and hold this space here with you guys. It brings me so much joy. Okay, cool. Yeah. So any other questions about the workshop, you can either message me afterwards or you can put them in the chat and I'll answer those as well. And yeah, again, like I was saying, it is for anyone here in the live this evening, it is 15% off. You can find that code on our homepage, or if you need help or anything afterwards, just message me. That's good too. Okay, so next we have Ashley. So Ashley's card is coming up. Let's see what we get. But yeah, this is a dress and I love it, but I haven't worn it in a long time. And I feel like I was feeling a little, it's not a fancy dress, but I was feeling a little fancy rather than my usual outfits. So, okay, let's see what comes up for Ashley. There it is. I was like, sometimes it takes a minute, and then almost every time I say that, it pops out. So, ooh, cool. Okay, so for Ashley, it says expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. Powerful change coming for Ashley. That's exciting. Okay, let's see where I can find this. Here it is. Okay. Ashley, it says, if you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. Ooh, I like that. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work. But be prepared. It could be quite a ride, and events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason you'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path. There is nothing to fear. Ooh, I love that. That is such good energy, such a good card. Like, you are on the right path. There's nothing to fear. You just have to stand in your courage and just move forwards. And it says, forget about the past and move through it. I say this often, but I think it's a great reminder. The past happened. However, it no longer exists. There's no way to travel back in time to the past, just like there's no way to jump ahead into the future. All we have is this very moment right now that we are collectively experiencing, and it's just this moment and this moment and this moment. That's all that exists. The past happened, but it no longer exists. So whoever we were a year ago, a month ago, a moment ago, that person doesn't exist. The only person that exists is this person right here, right now. And you get to choose to stand in that courage that like it's saying, and be that best version of yourself, the most confident version of yourself, the most powerful version of yourself. You get to choose that. We all get to choose that every moment of every day. We get to choose how we show up and how we want to feel. And we don't have to stand in our power and our courage every moment of every day, but we do have that choice to do that. So yeah, I'm just going to read the first line again. If you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. So whatever it is that you want to manifest, it's going to happen for you. You just have to believe that and move forwards confidently. So that's amazing. Love it. Love that message. So yeah, that was for Ashley. And let me see who's up next. Okay, so Elena, but we pulled the 3 for her. Thank you so much for doing this. You're so welcome. Caitlyn says, honest to God, since I started playing with these cards, and of course you guys have probably seen this message already, but I'm just seeing it now. With these cards, I have gotten the same 4 cards for myself, and those are 2 of them. It's insane. Like, for 2 weeks, the same 4 cards. Yes, this is what the universe does. It repeats the same message to you over and over and over and over again until you finally receive it, until you finally get it, until the situation has resolved, until, we're past it, move through it, like whatever it is, whatever the scenario. The universe sends us messages in so many different ways. Oracle cards are one of them. Angel numbers, certain words that you see everywhere you go, certain songs that keep coming on. The universe is always sending us messages in these different ways. And yeah, if you're receiving one over and over and over again repetitively, it is because you were meant to hear it, and maybe it hasn't quite clicked yet, or maybe you're just in need of some continuous confirmation or affirmation that this is happening and this is coming, just to believe in it and to trust. And yeah, the universe will always send us messages in certain ways repetitively until we like fully receive them. But we just have to be able to recognize that and notice that. And so the fact that these cards keep coming up for you is it's just a sign. and soon you'll likely be receiving different messages repetitively. And yeah, it's just a matter of like recognizing what the universe is sending to us. Okay, next card is for Sansi. Oh, and Ashley had asked, I'm just seeing it now, what is this deck and where can I find it? So this is, in case you didn't see, this is the Moonology deck that I'm pulling from. And so this is the big version of it. If you wanted a deck for yourself, I do sell Oracle decks in our shop. But I only sell right now, I only sell the pocket version. So you can see it's a little bit smaller than the actual deck that I'm pulling from. So this is the pocket version. It just doesn't come with a book, but it comes with a QR code on the back, which you scan. And then it will take you to a guidebook where you can read the messages that way. But most of the cards, they have like a basic meaning on them that you can see and get like the basic meaning. Like if you're out somewhere and you want to pull a card, these are great to keep in your purse. So I have the mini versions in my shop. If anyone would like a deck, I think I have a few left. So if anyone wants one, let me know. I can put one aside for you, or you can just go ahead and order on the website. They're on there as well. And yeah, so that's the deck. It's the Moonology deck, which is a beautiful guidebook. Yeah. So that was just, I was just answering Ashley's question about the deck there. And yeah, so we have some other Oracle decks, the mini versions too. You can find those on our website. And let's see. Oh, also, that's what I was going to say. I was like, I knew there was one other thing. This is also the giveaway item at the end of today as well. So at the end of the readings, once I get through everyone's names, I always do a little giveaway at the end if we don't have a major giveaway going on already. And so those of you who are still around at the end of the reading here, you will be entered to win a mini deck this evening. That is the giveaway item. Just in case someone didn't hear that earlier. So, okay, this card is going to be for Sansi. Let me just see. Yeah, okay, Sansi's here. Hello, Sansi. I hope you are well. Let's see what comes up for you this evening. I'm going to take a drink of water. I've been doing a lot of talking. Okay. All right. Sansi, you're up. See what we got. The deck is getting a little smaller now, so it takes a little bit more time for the cards to actually pop out. I think you need to plug in your computer. It says it's going to die. Are you able to?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anytime now. Have a card pop out. Oh, see, I just have to say it. And then it's like, okay, fine. Here's your message. Ooh. Sansi, we get the same message every week. Okay, so it's the North Node, but it says step out of your comfort zone. We literally were just talking about this last week, and every message I get for you is something about standing in your power, is stepping out of your comfort zone. The universe is sending you a repetitive message. You need to listen. You need to step out of your comfort zone, whatever that looks like for you. I feel like you should maybe journal on this or something and be like write yourself a list of like 10 things of how you can step out of your comfort zone, and then choose one. Just be like, I'm just gonna do it and just see what happens, because like we just keep getting this message. Let me see what the book says for you. So funny. Okay, it says there's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind somehow, because you are headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going towards doing the thing that scares you. This card is all about living your life purpose, which is possibly what you've asked about. It's urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direction and to take action. So, are you willing to follow through and lead the life you incarnated to live? If you finally find the courage to make the leap, there's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? You can unplug my phone if you want, if you need another thing to plug in. Let me just see. Sensi says, left of the yes, over and over. Brianna, no, you haven't missed yours. I haven't got to yours yet. Yeah, so for Sansi, if you finally find the courage to make the leap, there's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? Yeah, I think it's been like 4 weeks in a row. You've got the same kind of message from multiple different decks about stepping out of your comfort zone. You've got to do it. You got to find a way to do this because you are being urged repetitively. Like, yeah. This is how you step into your purpose. This is how you fulfill what you came here to do. You got to step into your purpose. You got to do it. Oh no, my phone is dying again. Let's see how many names. I'll check and see how many names we have left. Hopefully we'll make it to the end. But yeah, that was the message for Sansi. That is the message that you know what, I'm actually curious to see when we stop receiving this message. Okay, yeah, so that was for Sansi. And next we have oh, thank you so much, Danielle, for giving Ashley the information about the deck. I didn't see that you had already put that there, but thank you so much for doing that. That's awesome. I love when you guys pop in like that when I don't see the comments yet. Okay, so we have Michelle Lee. Michelle Lee is up next. And then Brianna, you'll be right after Michelle. And then we have Bonnie, and then we have Alyssa, and then we'll keep making our way through. You guys are awesome for being so patient. I know we got lots of names tonight and lots of things to chat about. Okay, so Michelle first. There we go. And then also to you guys, maybe for those of you who maybe didn't see earlier, I still have the abundance box here for scoops. If anyone wants any scoops before the evening is over, you can purchase those, order those on our website. Okay, so for Michelle, let's see what comes up this evening. I didn't know that you were a Sagittarius, Michelle. I love that. Just like me. We're so fun. Oh, there we go. Okay. This one is for Michelle. It says, bring love into the situation. And it says, new moon in Aquarius. So this is the one I started reading earlier. I think I remember a good message coming from this one. So new moon in Aquarius. Let's see. Where is it here? I just went past it. I know I did. Here it is. Okay, so Michelle. Aquarius is all about progress. So again, this is the astrological season that we're in right now is Aquarius, which is all about progress. So this is the time to move forwards. The new moon in Aquarius card means no looking back. Change is on its way and it could come quickly. There is so many new moon cards that came up this evening. And again, we are all here in this moment hearing these messages all for the same reason. Like this is for all of us. We're all like, I feel like all of us are learning to stand in our power and jump out of our comfort zone and move forward and progress right now. So this is awesome. I can feel like just like great energy around this whole group of people that's here. So it says change is on its way and it could come quickly. Whether you get the change you want depends both on whether you believe you can have it and how you're relying on others to bring it to you. This card comes with the suggestion that you may need to do things independently on your own. Be loving. This may be of the essence when this card comes up. Aquarius energy has an electric feel to it. Certainly, there is a sense that you need to let go of the past and move towards your future as soon as possible. Again, let go of the past. It does not exist. It happened. We have memories, but it no longer exists. And you are no longer that person if you choose to be different, if you choose to show up differently, if you choose to, stand in your power. You are not the person you used to be as long as you choose not to be that person or let that have power over you. Whatever happened before, we are progressing, we are moving forwards, we are standing in our power, we are embracing our uniqueness. And it says, no looking back. Change is on its way and it could come quickly. So this is like not necessarily like a warning, but this is your sign that this is a great time for progression and change. And so to embrace that. This is your message that it's coming, so embrace it. And if it requires you to step out of your comfort zone in order to do that, that is what you are meant to do. And these opportunities will bring so much value to your life and your journey. So that's super exciting. Yeah, I love that message for you. So that one was for Michelle. And now we have, Brianna. Yay. I love seeing Brianna's face in here. I love that she has her middle name is my first name. I rarely ever see anyone with that name, so I think that's really cool. So let's see what comes up for Brianna this evening. All right. This is awesome to have so many of you guys here this evening. I love it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I got 2 cards. I'm only reading 1 card this evening, but I'm going to show them both to you, and it looks like they go hand in hand. So it says, look at the bigger picture. The answers you need are coming. They go hand in hand. Look at the bigger picture because the answers you need are coming. Okay, so let's do, it's a full moon in Sagittarius and a full moon in Gemini. I love that energy. Sagittarius and Gemini are sister signs. And like I said earlier, I was born on a full moon in Gemini. So Gemini is my moon sign. And then Sagittarius is my rising and my sun sign. So cool. Let's see. Let's do look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. And see. Okay. Let's see. It says, are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma? Fretting over minute I don't know what that says. Can be counterproductive. Or perhaps you're being all talk and no action. This card is a reminder that while it's good to think things through, sometimes you need to step back and take a look at the bigger picture. What do you then see about your current situation? What's the most positive thought you can have about it? Okay, what is the most positive thought that you can have about your situation right now, whatever that is for you? Now is the time to count your blessings, even if you don't yet have exactly what you want. This card is also a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go with uncertainty on this journey called life. Try to keep an open mind about what's for the best. The universe could surprise you. Okay, so try to stay open-minded about what's going to be best for you. And the answers will come. Again, I think this is a great time to like sit in meditation. And I feel like I've given you this suggestion before, but all the cards that we've had recently for you have been talking about the answers that are coming to you. So yeah, I feel like this is again another good time to sit in meditation. And again, like I was saying earlier for Rebecca, you are the only person in the world experiencing your life from your perspective and your reality. So you are going to have the best insights and answers to the questions that are coming up for you too. So yeah, it says look at the bigger picture and the answers are coming. So if you're still looking for answers, they will come, but make sure you're taking that time to sit in solitude and really be in a good place to receive the answers too. So yeah, that was the message for Brianna. Look at the bigger picture and the answers are coming. I feel like that second card is like pretty self-explanatory. The answers are coming, so don't worry about that. If you still have questions, they are coming. And thank you for the compliments on my hair. I was saying earlier, I rarely ever wear my hair curly. It's really uncommon. I always wear my hair straight. I always feel like, I don't know, I'm starting to think differently on it now after this evening, honestly. But I always thought I felt more confident and I don't know, just like maybe like more put together when I wear my hair straight. My energy feels different when I wear it curly. So thank you for the compliments. I wasn't sure how I was going to like it this evening. Let's see. Okay, so we just did Brianna's and we have Bonnie. Let me just double check that Bonnie is still here with us. Is Bonnie here? Yes. Hi, Bonnie. I don't think I've seen your name on here before, so if you are new, welcome. So nice to have you here. Welcome to our little community. I do these live readings every Thursday. So nice to have you here. Okay. Perfect. Okay, this card is going to be for Bonnie. Let's see what comes up this evening. Oh, good. I'm glad you're loving this time, Bonnie. I hope to see you again in the future. This brings me so much joy to be here with you guys every Thursday. This is what I've decided is going to be my day for reading. So last year in 2021, I was always doing my readings on Fridays. This year, I'm going to be continuing to do my readings on Thursday evenings. So you guys can all mark that in your calendars. It's going to be Thursday evenings moving forwards. And what I'm going to be doing is abundant scoops and live shops at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So for me here in Alberta, I'll be starting at 6 p.m. And then still, as usual, our card readings will be beginning at 7 p.m. And we have our little giveaway at the end too for those troopers who make it to the end with me. For what?
For the giveaway. We'll hang out for so long.
Yeah? Okay. All right. So this card is going to be for Bonnie. Woo! There it is. All right. What did we get for Bonnie? Okay. It's the mutable moon with a really beautiful photo or image of the ocean. And it says, nothing is yet set in stone. Okay. So let's see what this means for you. Nothing is yet set in stone with the mutable moon. Okay. Ooh, interesting. So again, this is another card about change. And this is what I say every time. Whenever we do these readings together, we always get so many cards that are so similar. And I'm always like, yeah, everyone who's here this evening is meant to hear these messages and to receive this energy this evening. So the mutable moon is all about change, shape shifting, and something that is still developing. This card indicates that something is indeed changing and there's room for maneuver. So take it as a sign that the situation you're asking about is far from finalized. If you're not happy with the current state of play, that's marvelous. It means you can still change the course of the outcome. However, there is also a sense that the situation could perhaps be a little unstable. For some, this is great news because you can still influence it. Others will struggle with the uncertainty, but you should stay with it a little longer. Either way, nothing is set in stone. So again, the message is nothing is set in stone. And whatever the situation is that maybe you have questions about right now or you're a little uncertain of, first of all, don't feel wary because of that uncertainty. It's saying here that you have a lot of influence over what's going to happen and what's going to come next. So really tap into what you want to happen, what you want to come next. And rather than having any sort of thoughts about any sorts of negativity about anything that is happening in your life right now, have only thoughts of positivity as to what you want to come, where you want to go, what kind of changes you wish to see and experience so that you can bring that in. Because what it's saying is, although you may be uncertain about what's going to play out, that just means you have the influence to have it play out in the way that you want. And we can do that with our thoughts and with our intentions and with our own energy. So put positive thoughts, intentions, and energy out there to see the outcome that you wish to happen. And whatever we believe, whatever we set out to see, our mind and our mind, it makes it so that we have as many opportunities as possible to, once we set a belief, to make it happen and to show us why that belief is true and why that is happening for us. So if we put a positive intention out there and we say, this is what I believe in and this is what I believe will happen, we will be presented with as many opportunities as we are willing to accept and embrace that will prove that to be true. So yeah, send out those positive intentions and energy for what you wish to happen and to be the next outcome, because things are changing and you may feel uncertain, but you can influence how you move forward and the progression that is happening. Okay, so that one was for Bonnie. All right. So as you're moving forwards and things feel uncertain, you get to choose how you move forwards and what kind of energy you are moving forward with. Okay. So that one was for Bonnie. And let's see where we are next. Okay. So next is Alyssa. Let me see. Do we have Alyssa in here still? I don't see Alyssa in here right now. No. So I don't see Alyssa in here right now. So I'm going to skip over Alyssa's. If she comes back, I can check and we can do hers then. Lexi says, I love your energy. I'm excited to hear what you and my spirit guides have for me. Awesome. I feel like I'm stuck way up here still. I'm not seeing your comments down at the bottom yet. I love your shirt. It's so cute. And the color looks amazing on you. Aw, thank you. Hi, Desiree. I'm Andrew. Is Andrew still here? Yes. Okay, Andrew is still here. I will pull a card for you next, Andrew. Another new face in here too, which is awesome. Thank you for hanging out with us this evening. All right, next card. Let's see what comes up for Andrew. Oh, what do we got here? Ooh, okay, so we did get two cards. I'm only going to read one, but again, they go together. So the first one we got is the energy is gaining momentum. This is the one I'm going to read, and it's the waxing moon. So the energy is gaining momentum, and then this is going to be like, I'm not going to read this card entirely, but the message for this card is, what do you need to release? So I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. That's pretty easy to grasp. So the energy is gaining momentum, but as it gains momentum, what do you need to release? So consider that. What do you need as you're moving forward and you're progressing? What do you need to let go of? What kind of energy, what kind of people, what kind of things in your space, in your home? What do you need to let go of and release so that you can keep moving forwards with the utmost momentum and positive energy? So yeah, just keep that in consideration. Keep that in mind. Like, what is it that you need to let go of? And then I'll read this one for you. The energy is gaining momentum. What does this say? Oh, nice. We flipped right to it. So 2 cards came up, but I said I'm going to read the energy is gaining momentum. And this seems to happen for me. I flipped right to this page. You guys who have been here most of the evening have seen I have flipped and flipped and flipped to try and find certain cards. But when 2 cards come up and I flip to one of them right away, that just confirms to me that that was the card that I was meant to read. So out of the 2, I flipped to this page almost immediately. So it's like, okay, yes, this is the message that you were meant to hear read from the guidebook. So it says, during the waxing moon cycle, which is the moon that we received, hope springs eternal. This card is a very positive omen, indicating that you can create the reality you're dreaming of, though it will take some work and you're not quite there yet. I feel like that is coming up because of what the other card said about there being some things that are still need to be released and let go. But let's see what it says. It says, this is a time of energies rising up. Emotions are building too. Where do you want to go? And do you believe you can get there? Either you can just keep meditating and focusing on your desired outcome, or you can make the courageous commitment to take more practical steps towards your goals. Whichever you decide, you are most certainly on the right track. So whatever you decide, whatever any of us decide at any moment in any time of our life, there are not any right or wrong decisions. We always make the decision that we are meant to make in order to evolve and to learn and to grow. So what might be considered a bad choice or a mistake or become a regret is what we were meant to do and meant to learn in that moment. So this card is saying whatever you decide to do, there are no wrong choices. It is what every choice that you make is arguably, I just said there are no right or wrong choices, but arguably the right choice because there is always something to be learned and there's, a reason why you're making that choice and there's growth that will come from that. So yeah, it says this card is a very positive omen, indicating that you can create the reality that you're dreaming of. Though it will take some work and you're not there quite yet, in which case, consider what needs to be released first so you can move forwards and progress and move into that new energy. And it also talks about meditating. You can either meditate and focus on the desired outcome, or you can make courageous commitment. So I feel like, and take more practical steps towards your goals. So sometimes this requires us to, again, step out of our comfort zones. So also maybe take some time to consider what can you release and let go of, but also how can you move forwards and step out of your comfort zone a little bit more to make those practical steps towards what you really want to see happen. So that was the card and the meaning for Andrew, which like I said was a new face for us this evening. So again, thank you for joining us and hanging out. Let's see. Rachel says, would you be able to send me the meaning and pick up my cards afterward? Oh, yeah. It was the new moon in Pisces. Yeah, for sure, Rachel. Absolutely, I can send you your card, no problem. If I turn this live off, I won't be able to see your comment anymore, so I could forget. So send me a message, send me the card, and if you send that to me, absolutely, I'll send you the card and the meaning of it for sure. There's just a chance I might forget if you don't message me. But yeah, absolutely, I want you to see the message for that card. Lexi says this reading resonates so much for my life right now. I've had so many changes for the good, happiness for me, and I am a little stubborn. I need to take a step back. Cool. I also have been doing some shadow work recently as well. I'm excited for all of the opportunities that are coming my way. Thank you for taking the time to do my reading and sharing your beautiful energy with me. You're so welcome, Lexi. I saw this message or your comment super late, obviously. So if you're still here, you are so welcome. So glad that I get to share these messages, receive these messages, and share them with you. Love that being able to do this. Okay, I think we are actually getting to the bottom here. So we just did Andrews, and let's see if we have any more. So I can see where you guys were sharing your zodiac signs. Okay, Katie. Let's see if Katie's still here. Um, doesn't look like Katie is still here. That's okay. Sheila Ross. Is Rebecca still here? Yes, Rebecca's still here. Okay, Rebecca, tell your mom that I'm ready to do a card pull for her. That is so cool. I'm so excited for this. So, without giving away too much information, Rebecca was one of my best friends growing up, and I absolutely love her mom, Sheila. So that's really cool that you guys are here together this evening and that I get to pull a card for both of you. I love this. Okay. Hopefully Sheila is ready. I'm going to pull a card for her. Yes. Okay. All right, let's see what comes up for Sheila this evening. We're getting to the bottom of the deck. They don't fall out quite as easily, but I feel that there's, this is it. I feel like there's a card for everyone and that all the messages that come through, like I said, we're all here together for a reason. That's how I feel. So once I pull a card, I put it to the side because I feel like every fresh message that comes up is going to still be just as meaningful. And there's a lot of cards that repeat the same energy and messages as well. So if that's meant for someone, it will come up if that's what they're meant to hear. So, okay. Interesting. Okay, so this one's for Sheila, and it is a new moon in Libra, and it says a new romantic cycle begins. So let's see what the meaning behind this card is. It is a new moon in Libra. Again, another new moon card. We had so many new moon cards coming up tonight. A new moon is always about change. And Libra. Where is it here? Okay, it says, so a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. Give and take could well be the answer to whatever dilemma you're asking about. Compromise may be called for. It's time to start negotiating or even renegotiating. When the new moon in Libra comes up, there's a restart for you and for someone else. A new relationship could be beginning, but if that's not the case, chances are this will be a healthy and balanced connection that you are a rebalanced connection that you are already experiencing. And anything you do after pulling this card, doing it in pairs is advised, such as teaming up with someone either in your relationship or in your business or in your personal life. Libra is a sign of relating, and this card suggests that whoever is at the heart of the issue you're addressing is someone who will be open to talking things through. Avoid being selfish. It won't get you anywhere at this time. So it's saying feel more and think less. And it says something about reaching out to someone and letting them know that you care. So that was the message for Sheila. It says, give and take could well be the answer that you're asking about. Compromise may be called for. Yeah, so that's the message there. Yeah, it's basically just talking about if a new relationship is not beginning, it's having a little bit more like empathy and compassion within the relationship that you're already experiencing, and a little bit more give and take, and that likely the person who is in question is more than willing to talk things through, and just reaching out and letting someone know that you care. So that was the message, which was new moon in Libra. So that one was for Sheila. And let's see. Where are we now? Joanna. Let's see if Joanna's still here. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Okay, Joanna's still here, so next card will be for Joanna. And then what else do we have? I think we are getting to closer to the end of the names. So if you are still here and sticking around for the giveaway, that is awesome. And what we have decided to do, since you guys, this has gone quite a while longer than I was expecting. Since you guys have been so patient and you've waited around to the end, the giveaway will still be obviously this mini card deck, but we are adding something else in as well. And I'm thinking maybe what we'll do, yeah, we're adding in a moon as well. So the Moonology mini deck and then a moon as well. Those will be the giveaway items because you guys have been so awesome. You've stuck around to the end, which has been like way, like I said, way longer than I was expecting it to go this evening, which I don't mind at all. I love this time. I love hanging out with you guys and connecting and, sharing these messages. So it doesn't bother me at all. But for those of you who have stuck around to the end, we're adding a little extra thing in for the giveaway this evening. So that's awesome. Okay, let me see. What are we? Yes, Joanna. Joanna's card is up next. So let's see what we get. Okay, perfect. Joanna. Let's see what we get here. Oh, there it is. Takes a few moments extra when we don't have as many cards to shuffle, but it always comes. Okay. Ooh, I like this one already. Oh, this is a beautiful image. So this one's for Joanna. And it says, have faith in your dreams. It's like waxing crescent moon, but the message is have faith in your dreams. This just looks so beautiful. I love this. Let's see what it means. Waxing moon. Yeah, these ones, the ones that aren't full or new moons, they're always a little bit more challenging to find. Maybe it's at the beginning of the book. But yeah, I feel really good about this message. And oh, here it is. Yeah, it says, have faith in your dreams. It says, don't give up. The situation you're asking about is still taking shape. You're nowhere near the end of the story. Whatever is happening now is just a step along the way. As they say in the self-help classics, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it is not the end. However, the waxing crescent moon card is a reminder that you must still keep working towards whatever it is that you want. If you can't take practical steps, spend time meditating on the question you're asking about and allow your higher self to download information to you about the best next step. Overall, this card suggests that there is every reason to be hopeful for a very positive outcome to the situation you're asking about. So keep the faith. Amazing. So yeah, really good energy behind this card. If you're unsure of what the next steps are to take, spend some time in meditation. Like I was saying earlier, excuse me. Like I was saying earlier, you are the only person experiencing your reality from your perspective. So you are the best person to give yourself advice on what you should be doing next and how you should be moving forwards. So by spending some time in meditation and quieting your mind and allowing those answers and that information to come in, that will really, bring you a lot of clarity. Yeah. And it just says, don't give up. The situation you're asking about is still taking shape and have faith in your dreams. Keep moving forwards. Yeah. A very positive outcome to the situation. Yeah. A very positive come to the situation you're asking about, so keep the faith. And then that little affirmation says, I am focused on what I want. So yeah, that's perfect. That's amazing. Again, it's like that new energy of moving forwards and that change that's happening. So that one was for Joanna. I like that message. And I'm just gonna show this card again. It's so beautiful. I love the flowers and the butterfly. Butterfly is always like a sign of transformation. So that's awesome. Great message. Let's see if we have a few more names here or not. I'm just gonna double check. Yeah, Katie and Alyssa never came back, so that's okay. I just wanted to make sure they weren't waiting for their card if they're here. Sensi says, I picked a small thing to get out of my comfort zone over the weekend. Guess it wasn't big enough. No, the universe is pushing you to do something bigger. Something else. Yeah. Yeah, we do that. We tend to block ourselves, but we're done doing that. No more of that. You're welcome, you guys. I love you too, Brianna. I love you all. Yeah, it's totally time to make time for meditation. Been so busy moving lately and feel the need to be still. Yeah, it happens. We get so busy and we forget to meditate. But what is that? I don't know what the phrase or the quote is word for word, but it's like if you you should meditate for at least a certain amount, like 15 minutes a day. However, if you are too busy to meditate, then you should meditate for an hour a day. Basically telling you that you really need to slow down and take that time to meditate. I can't remember what that quote or that phrase is again, but if you're too busy to meditate, that's the time when you got to take the time and make the time to sit down and meditate for even longer because you could really use it. Is Flo still here? Let me see. I don't see Flo here, but she complimented on my hair too, so that's really nice. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss, Bonnie. That's definitely tough and definitely a big change. The best is yet to be. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad your message resonated, Andrew. I'm just going to see if there's any others here. Don't want to miss anyone. Christina. Hello from Ontario. It's a snowstorm here tonight. Yikes. That's not fun. Last week we had such beautiful warm weather, and then the last few days it's been so cold, but it hasn't really snowed that much, which is nice. All right, so let's see. I think Christina is the last one for this evening, is what it looks like. Okay, so 9 o'clock. That's not too bad, honestly. I will do Christina's, and then if anyone else pops in and wants a reading, we can wrap up with theirs. But otherwise, this will be the last card of the evening, and then we will do the giveaway. So for all of you who have stuck around to the end, I will be entering you all in the giveaway this evening, and we will see. We'll see what Christina's card has to say, and then we'll see who the giveaway winner is. Oh yeah, Lauren. Yes, we'll do a card for Lauren. All right, so for Christina. Oh, what did we get? Okay, we got a couple, but ooh, okay. I feel that this is the one, because this is the one that the others were in a bunch. This is the only one that came out separately on its own. So I feel that this is the card. It says, so this is for Christina. It says your commitment is being tested. And it says first quarter moon. So let's see what the message is for that. First quarter moon. Where do we find that in here? Maybe on the other end. Here it is. Okay, perfect. So for Christina, this is her card. It says, there could be some challenges coming your way, but they're just the universe's way of testing you. The first quarter moon calls for you to face any hurdles with confidence. What do you actually think is possible? If you believe you can do it, then you can. If you spend your life affirming that something is too big for you to surmount, it probably will be. See how it works? Do you believe your dreams will come true, or have you secretly already given up? Showing some commitment now will help you move towards your desired outcome. What you believe to be true is true for you, so believe in yourself. This is a really good message. This is something that I have been kind of giving repetitive messages about to people in my own world, is whatever you believe that's the truth. That is your truth. And your mind and your reality will find ways to prove that to you and show and give you reasons to affirm that that is the truth, and that is whatever you believe in, that is your truth. And so this is what it's saying. It says, what do you believe to be true is true for you, so believe in yourself. Believe in your own energy and your own power and your desires and your dreams and whatever you wish to accomplish in your life. If you believe that you can, then you will. If you believe it's too hard or not possible, or it's too big or too overwhelming, then you will find reasons to make that true and to believe that instead. So just choose to stand in your power, in your confidence, and be that person that achieves everything that you want, and believe that it is all possible, because that is how it comes true for you. That is how you bring those experiences and that energy into your life. So yeah, your commitment is being tested. How much do you believe in yourself? How much do you believe in the life that you wish to live? How much do you believe that you are worthy of those desires that you desire to have or experience? Because your belief, that is what's being tested right now. So when you believe and you stand in your power and you know and believe to your core that you are worthy of those things will begin happening. Those things will begin showing up, and you'll begin, living an entirely different life. Things shift so immensely when we shift our beliefs about ourselves and what is possible for our lives. So your commitment is being tested. So yeah, just be really conscious of what your beliefs are right now, what you're telling yourself, what kind of thoughts and ideas and intentions you're putting out there right now, because the universe will show you why those beliefs, those thoughts and intentions are true. So that is the message for Christina. And then we have one more for Lauren. So we'll pull a card for Lauren. Tanya says, nice hair. Thank you. I never do my hair curly, but I'm enjoying it this evening. All right. You're welcome, Christina. Oops, I'm shuffling a couple backwards. One sec. Oh, just these couple on this side. Here we go. Okay, perfect. They're all the right way now. Okay, so this card is for Lauren. Let's see what comes up. Like I was saying, we're getting down to the bottom of the deck, so it takes a little bit longer for the cards to pop out, but we'll get one. Oh, there it is. And every time I say that, and it's like, okay, here you go. Okay, so this one was for Lauren, and it's a blue moon, and it says, believe in the impossible. So this seems to be like a common theme with a lot of the messages this evening, and also what I was just talking about. Believing in what you want. So let's see what the rest of the message is, because when you believe in it, that's what makes it come true. If you believe in it and you just keep believing in it, you just keep moving forwards, eventually what you're believing in is going to show you, it's going to appear in your life. It's going to show you why those beliefs were so important. Where do we find a blue moon in here? Maybe at the back. Here it is. Okay, so this one's for Lauren. It says, as the saying goes, some things happen only once in a blue moon. In other words, hardly ever. Drawing this card suggests you're about to get a rare chance, and something one-off could well be about to happen. This card is a very positive sign if you felt or like you're hoping for too much or asking too much of the universe. Whatever you are asking about, well, it might only happen once in a blue moon, but it can happen. However, this is a rare opportunity before you. It's important that you believe in it. If you convince yourself that whatever you're asking about can never go in your favor, then guess what? It won't go in your favor. Be grateful for this card, which is a reminder to believe in your dreams. Again, this goes like basically hand in hand with the message I just was talking about believing in what you want to happen, because that is how the universe sends you more opportunities and more ways for you to actually experience that and for you to actually experience that. It says, just like what I was saying earlier, it says, if you convince yourself that whatever you're asking about can never go in your favor, then guess what? It won't go in your favor. However, also the opposite is true. Whatever you choose to believe in is also, it can go in your favor if that's what you choose to believe. So whatever it is that you desire to happen, whatever manifestations you're focusing on right now, as long as you put out that energy that you truly believe that you are worthy of that and that you are deserving of that and that it is coming to you, next thing you know, you will be experiencing that. So that is the message. Love this card. Good. I hope it resonated for you because, and you know what? This is specific to you, but everyone here, this is a message for everyone. Believe in what you want to happen, the manifestations that you want to experience. When you believe in them, that is when they start actually happening for you. If you have something that you desire and want, but you don't believe that it will ever happen, you will find every excuse and opportunity to prove that belief as to why it can't happen for you. So just keep that in mind. Flow. So that card was for Lauren. Earlier, I saw that you had asked for a card, but you weren't here when I went to pull the card for you. So now that you're here, I can pull yours. And then we can, unless there's anyone else that is wanting a card, then we can do the giveaway. You're welcome, Lauren. I was checking to see if you came back, but you hadn't come back yet, Flo. So this card is going to be for you. You're welcome. Oh, there's one that's backwards in here. Hold on. Okay. My son woke up. Yeah, that's okay. We got lots of moms in here. I'm a mom. I have 2 little boys. Those of you that don't know, I have 2 sons, and so I understand what it's like to be a mom. All right. Bet you I'm going to say something about the card popping out, and then it's going to finally pop out. Or it might be stuck in this time. We'll see. There's only so many messages left in this deck. What are we going to get? Oh! I'm going to keep shuffling. I'm not sure which one it was. It's kind of just like a division of the deck. No real card was selected there. All right, come on. What is the message for Flo this evening? What do we have? What can we tell her? It will come. Here we are. Okay. It says a fiery climax approaches, and it says full moon in Aries. So this one's for Flo and Aries energy. I don't know. What is your zodiac sign, Flo? I want to know. Oh my gosh. And I know that this was the card that was meant for you because I didn't have to look for it at all. It just right to the page. I love when that happens. Okay. It says, a fiery climax approaches. It's time to see if you've been a little bit too much me. Virgo. Okay. There's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else wants, but you'll have to wait a little while to see what's going to happen next. As you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you could have done. If you know deep down that you've been a little rash or harsh, gone too fast, or overstepped the mark, then accept that on some level you've created the situation, which means you can create your way out of it too. When this card comes up, a peak is coming and it could be fiery. And then the little affirmation says, be nice, be kind, smile, and be polite as you navigate where you want to be. It says, being assertive is good, just don't ride over anyone. If you're in a tense situation, meditate your way to peace. And it says you need to have more fun. So make more time for fun. Don't this is a card about like really like fiery energy. So let yourself just like relax a little bit, have a little bit more fun, and just like, you know, embrace the moment, just be present, and just let that feel good energy flow through you. If there's a situation that you're going through right now, the spirit's throwing me under the bus. If there's a situation with someone, it can even be with yourself, honestly. If you've been too hard or harsh on yourself recently, then yes, spirit is sending you a message. Just relax, have fun, let the energy flow, and yeah, good things are happening as you move forward. So that was for flow. And I didn't see any other names pop up for a reading. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all your names into the wheel now. And actually, maybe can you? Oh, Hawaii 2021. Okay, so I'm going to get all your names put into the giveaway now. There are quite a few of you guys here this evening, which is so awesome to see. Thank you guys all for hanging out this evening and being here and spending this time with me. Like I said, like this brings me so much joy to be able to do this with you guys. So we're just gonna put the messages or the names into the. Do you have it up? If you just search Wheel of Names. Oh, you got it. Okay, cool. Yeah. So giveaway items. Should we do both for one or two separate? Okay, so these both will go to one person. It is a Moonology deck, the same deck that I was just pulling cards from. This one's actually open, so the rest are wrapped. This one's open, so I'll show you guys. This one. So same cards. They're just mini. They're super cute. You can see. Super fun. Yeah, so this is the giveaway little Moonology deck this evening, which is awesome. I have a few other decks that we have on the website too. They are they're usually $15, but they are on for $12 this evening. So if anyone wants one of these little decks here, they're on for $12 this evening. We have a few Moonology ones. We have Divine Animals Oracle. We have Work Your Light by Rachel Campbell or Rebecca Campbell. I love, love, love her cards and her books. This is another one of her cards, the Starseed Oracle. We have Messages from Your Angels. I also have the bigger version of this deck. I've had this deck for a long time. I love it. And we have Goddess Power. Yeah, so we have all those decks. If anyone wants to see one again or is interested in buying one, just let me know. But yeah, we're going to do the Moonology as the giveaway item along with this little selenite moon this evening too. Because you guys hung out and stuck around for so long this evening. I think this is one of the longest oracle readings we've done. And I've actually, so it's 9:19 for me here. And I've actually been on live since 6 o'clock today. So I've been on here for quite a while. But this is fun and I really enjoy it. I like connecting with you guys. So moving forwards, I'm going to be doing these live shops and abundance scoops on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. It's 11:19 for me from Ohio. Wow, that's late. Good for you for still being here. That's awesome. I'm a night owl myself. I love the evening. I love like the nighttime energy. It's when my like I feel most like creative and stuff like that. So I really enjoy that, the nighttime. But yeah, so every Tuesday evening, I'm going to be on here live doing live shops and abundance scoops. And then Thursdays are always my evening for oracle readings. So I started a live shop in abundance scoops at 6 o'clock. And then at 7, I started the oracle reading. So that will be the same moving forwards. And then we're also doing some live shops this weekend too, on both Saturday and Sunday. So if you're interested in being here and hanging out this weekend, I will be on here again. So yeah, awesome. Same, totally come alive at night. Yes, that is exactly how I feel. I feel that I come alive at night. Okay, so I don't want the light to go out.
Just do it. You want to just hold it in front of that?
Okay, so we just put all the names into the wheel that I usually will use. We have like a setup going. I'm streaming on YouTube as well as on Instagram, and we have all sorts of like lights hooked up and everything. So we'll try to show the screen the best we can. I just have a feeling the light will turn. Oh, what is happening? I don't know, it just unplugged, but it didn't seem to turn anything off, so that's great. Okay, I don't know how well you guys can see the screen, but yeah, it's pretty bright. I don't think you can see it that well, but yeah, okay. Let's see who it is. Who is it?
Becca Ross.
Oh, yay! It's Rebecca. Becca Ross. Congratulations. That's awesome. So Becca has been here for many of my card readings, and she's always here to support me, which I love. But this is the first time that she has won one of the giveaways. So that's super awesome and exciting. Congratulations, Becca. Since we live close by, this will be really easy. I can just drop it off for you sometime. But yeah, so Becca was the winner. Let me see, is she still here? I just want to make sure. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Yay, congratulations to Becca. And let's see what else. Yeah, so thank you all for hanging out and spending a amazing, beautiful evening with me. I had so much fun. I loved being able to connect with you guys. So yeah, again, every Thursday I'll be here doing these oracle readings. So hopefully I see a bunch of you next week as well. But if you guys want to come hang out with me this weekend, I will be on here on Saturday and Sunday as well, doing live shops and abundance scoops and all of that. And then, yeah, again, next Thursday is when I'll do the oracle reading. So love you guys so much. Sending you all so much love, abundance, and blessings. Have a beautiful rest of your evening. And I will see you all very soon. Take care, you guys.